I'm Rob, and I am a counselor at Treehouse Recovery, and today we are going to be learning about the cycle of addiction. But before we get into the actual cycle, let me define an activating event. Now, an activating event can be big and it can be small. A small activating event might be stubbing your toe or getting a parking ticket. Some universal activating events that are considered really big might be losing a job, a breakup, or a death in the family. And these activating events are bound to happen in life, and it's the way that we deal with those activating events that'll put us into the cycle of addiction. So, activating event will happen directly dropping somebody into the cycle. Now here goes somebody who's unhappy because they're in the cycle of addiction. And what makes it an activating event is, well, all activating events will produce uncomfortable feelings. This could be sadness, this can be anger, this can be any kind of adverse or negative emotional state based on that activating event. And what an activating event that produces these feelings will do is also create a need to escape. And how people cope with that need to escape is a maladaptive coping behavior. So, maladaptive behavior is something that's learned from childhood. It can be anything from isolating, excessive use of video games, eating too much, and what it does is it provides a temporary escape. However, it is temporary and it will eventually fail somebody. So, if somebody has the disease of addiction, because this is temporary, it will eventually progress to actual drug use. And for anyone who has the disease knows what this part of the cycle consists of. And anytime somebody who has the disease puts drugs in their body, there's bound to be negative consequences. All right, so negative consequences can be relationship issues, it can be losing a job, it can be financial issues, it can be legal issues. So all kinds of negative consequences associated with putting drugs in this guy's body. And what that will always do is then produce shame and guilt, all right, which is going to be directly connected to the negative consequences. Shame and guilt in its own is an activating event, thus connecting it back over here, bringing the guy back into the cycle, and round and round and round it goes. Until at some point, maybe there's an intervention or some kind of moment of clarity, and this individual will be able to pull himself out of the activating event and put himself into some kind of treatment center or recovery program. And when that person's there, he'll be able to learn about activating events, learn and be able to own the feelings associated with those activating events, and before it progresses to this area, develop and learn about new healthy coping mechanisms or utilizing a team. So, I hope you guys enjoyed learning about the cycle of addiction, and I will see you guys next time.
To learn more about breaking the cycle of addiction, call Treehouse Recovery at 855-202-2138.